Hello, hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, replayers. Thank you so much for coming back and watching the replay. This is going to be our grand finale on beginners quilling, and we're going to do a very simple mandala this evening. With all the different components that we've made through excuse me, through all the well, the weeks of through all the tutorials. Let's see. Okay. So, ow! It's crunched my toes. We'll wait for a few minutes for everybody to come in. We'll recap the different things that we made. All the different little cuties that we have. Oh, hang on a second. I think I forgot the leaves on the daisy. I forgot to glue them. I did. I forgot to glue them. Let me take a moment and do that right now. And let's see. I'm still waiting for a few people to show up. I'm also waiting for the glue to enter the tip of the nozzle here so that I can glue these leaves onto the daisy. I forgot to do that. These are all the things we created throughout the last 5 weeks. And we're going to take all those components that we created, that we learned, and tonight we're going to make a mandala. There. All righty. And I think, yes, week 1, we made the daisy. Let me see if I can come down a little closer so you can see. Get the light there. Week 1, we made the daisy. This little leaf does not want to stay stuck. And we did a tight coil. We did a loose coil turned into a marquise. And we did another loose coil turned into a teardrop that we kind of did a little doo-wah thing on the end and turned it into almost a paisley, but not quite. Then week 2, we learned how to make a dome. And we also learned how to make a half circle. We used the tight coil to make the body of the ladybug. We used loose coils turned into half moons to make the wings for the flat ladybug. And then for the 3-dimensional ladybug, we made a tight coil and wound and wound and wound and wound and wound. And we made a very large disc that we put onto our dome template. This little gadget right here, our dome template, and created a dome. And we made our little ladybugs. Then the 4th week, we learned how to make a cone, which is the body of our dragonfly. So we used the cone tool on that. And we learned how to use a quilling comb or a husking tool. Actually, we just learned how to use a quilling comb. That's what it was. The quilling comb, the very first, very basic component in using a quilling comb. So we made our little dragonfly. And then the following week, the 5th week, we learned a couple more components on the quilling comb. We learned how to make these leaves, and we learned how to make this flower. And the inside is the same component as the dragonfly wings. And then the other component is that we wrapped the purple component around the yellow to create the petals of this flower. And this week, we're going to incorporate all of these things that we've created, that we've learned how to make, into a mandala. So we're going to have whole bunches of neat little things. Okay, so let's go ahead and move the things we've made from the past few weeks aside. Yay, the leaf stuck. Okay, and let's get started on our mandala. Now, what I've done is I've created a design that uses most of the components Let me see here. Let me see if that helps. There we go. That helps. What I've done is created a design that uses most of the components that we learned throughout the last few weeks. And I've very gingerly, very loosely placed some of them in place. Hi, Stacy. Ooh, I know, isn't it pretty? Yeah, I've put some of the components in place. And through the magic of me being up all night, I created all the components, and it's just going to be a matter of putting them together and reviewing a little bit on which tool I used to make the component. She's ending now. That's all right. It's not a problem. I'm just hanging out. I reviewed what we made over the past few weeks. The dragonfly and the ladybugs, and let's see, the three-dimensional ladybug. So I reviewed a little bit. And the little Hawaiian flower with the leaves. And the daisy, the very first thing we put together were the first few basic things that we learned, the daisy. So I was just kind of reviewing some of the tools that we used. And my hot tea is cold and my cold tea is room temperature. This is I'd rather have my room temperature tea. Hot tea that is turned cold is not fun for me. So, how you feeling today? You sounded a little better this morning during the live, but how are you feeling other than that? Are you feeling a little better, or are you feeling worse because it's the end of the day now and everything's settling into your chest? Uh-huh. I agree with you, Brenda. This room temperature is not pleasant, but I don't have any more ice cubes. Oh, you know what I do have to? Ooh, I can get this cooled off a bit. I know what I can do. I'll be right back. There's puppies in there. Yeah, this'll. Hello, Miss Allie K. Hello, hello. You took some meds too, huh? I had to too, but I didn't want to cancel due to another migraine because I ended up with one of those yesterday, and I was all right for most of the day, and then it was late last night I ended up with one, and just kept praying to God I didn't get it today, and I didn't. Yay! But I got a little headache, so I took the big gun medication right away. Hi, Beth. Oh, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine. I took the medication and it's working. I'm feeling fine. Yes, aren't these beautiful components? This is going to be this is part of the mandala. I wanted to show you a little bit of it put together. This is the mandala. I wanted to show you a little bit of it, but tonight we're gonna glue it, and I'm gonna go over some of the your sinuses have been bugging you. Ooh. Well, Miss Allie K, you just set yourself right back and relax. And you just watch as I just kind of start gluing components together and creating this mandala. Oh, that's much better. I have one of those long plastic tubes that come in these drink cups that are actually ice cubes. You put them in the freezer and the gel on the inside of them gets really, it freezes, and then you put it in your drink and it doesn't dilute your drink. And so that's what I put in my tea, and now my tea is nice and cold. So you've been doing some sleeping, propped up in bed. Now I have back. Oh. You need to watch previous videos. I watched first. I've got tools and no strips. Ordered strips, but not received them yet. Don't know if could wind the paper yet anyway. Oh, that's right. You had an injury, didn't you, Brenda? Are you the one that had the surgery? I didn't have a chat bar. Heaven forbid I couldn't chat. Oh, Marty! Oh, no. If it's not one thing, it's another. My mother used to say, if it's not one thing, it's your brother, which was really funny because I'm an only child. I didn't have a brother. Well, Brenda, if you have any questions, you can always email me or message me or put it out there in my Facebook group. Maybe Stacy can look up my Facebook group. And I can't. Maybe Stacy can put it, or Marty can put up my Facebook group for anybody that hasn't joined yet, so they can ask me questions if they need to, or they can show what they've created so far, because they can't do it from where I sit. Okay, let's get started. So as you can see, the very first component that you use to make a mandala is the center point. And with the center point, I chose to make a tight coil that's a dome, and I chose to use 6mm paper. And I think I'm going to make a liar out of myself. Maybe that's 9mm paper. Let me see. Nope, it is. It's 6mm paper. Never mind. I was right. So, do we remember how to make a tight coil, or should I demonstrate one? Just for a refresher. So what we do is we remember what the right side and the wrong side of the paper is. Right, that's right. I remember that. And your thumb is still stiff. Well, if it's your dominant thumb, then yeah, you would have trouble because you use your thumb quite a bit in twirling. So what we're going to do is we're going to break the paper or prep the paper, or however you want to say the word. And the torn edge is at this end. So we start making a coil by, well, for heaven's sake, sliding the paper into the slot of the simple tool. Remember, the rough side of the paper goes away from you if you twirl away from you, and it goes towards you if you twirl towards you. So the rough side of the paper will be on the inside. And there's your tight coil. Take it off. There's your tight coil. Tiny little drop of glue. And then I made a dome. It is your dominant hand. Ooh. It's not. Okay. So there's a tight coil that's been made. Come on. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. There it is. There's the tight coil that was made. Then we take the dome template. Whoops. And we start bigger and go smaller and smaller and smaller until we get the size dome that we want. And there, we have a tiny little dome. Come on, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus. Well, there it is. I lost it again. There it is. See this tiny little dome? That's how I made the center component. Alrighty. Now, the second component of our mandala is the leaf pattern that we made using the quilling comb. Uh-oh. There it is. Yeah. The refresh was not on purpose. It was an accident. Let me do auto and then 720 and see if that helps clear things up a little bit. Okay. So what we did was a 6.5-inch sheet. I mean, a 6.5-inch strip. So here's 6.5 inches. And we started with 6 as the base. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Belinda. So we started with 6 as the base, came around the top, glued the first one in place on this one, just the first one. Then went up to the top and went down one. And came back to the base. And then went back there and came down one, down a step on the opposite side. Down a step on the opposite side. Back to the base. And again, back to the opposite side. We go down one more step to the opposite side. So it's lower. And then the real tricky part, back to the base. And one step lower than the opposite side. And that's it. That's how we made that leaf component. Glued it in place. Cut the excess off. Oh, thank you, Stacy. So that's how we made that component. And through the magic of television, through the magic of me staying up all night, here we have six components already made. And what we're going to do is attach them. So we just take them and glue them to the center dome. That makes the second component. And you just want to space them evenly around, as close to evenly around as you possibly can. And there, we already have the center to our mandala finished and complete. And there it is. Alrighty, now let's make this component here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make two marquise. We're going to make a loose coil, make a marquise. It is easy, Brenda. It really is. We're going to take a loose coil, make a marquise, and then take the marquise and squinch it. We're going to squeeze and pinch. And that makes the S pattern. This component is made out of a marquise in the center and a crescent on both sides. And that's going to go inside the top there. And then this dot is going to attach itself to the top there, like that. Very simple components. These are all just loose coils. All of these pieces right here, they're just loose coils that we shape and pinch with our fingers. What kind of glue do I use? I get asked that quite a bit. I use Aleene's white tacky glue, or I use Elmer's glue wall, not the school glue because it has too much of a water content for me. I don't like it. But Elmer's glue all or Aleene's white tacky glue work really, really well, and they dry relatively fast. Okay, so let's get those components put together. So we're going to put some glue there. We're going to put some glue here and here and tuck it in right up tight like that. And then we're going to take the little disc. This is a tight coil. We're going to find where the seam is, because remember, we want to camouflage those seams as best as we can. And it's going to go right on top, right there. That's the component that goes in between the leaves. Now, the next component we're going to make is the component that goes at the tip of the leaves. We make this component here with the quilling comb. Oh, you agree with me about the Elmer School glue? Yes, it has too much of a water content. It doesn't dry very fast. We used where is it? We used this quilling comb. And if you need me to refresh your memories on how to use the quilling comb for that particular, well, where is it? Well, is it? I need a piece of paper. Here it is, right here. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do to make this component here, it looks really elaborate, but it really is not. We're going to make a little loop at the very end. Whoops. Going to make a little loop at the very end. Just touch a little bit of glue to the end of the paper and round it over. Don't fold it over, round it over so that it will attach itself to the center tine of your quilling comb. And this is the one Marty doesn't like because you have to glue it every time. I just picking on you, Marty. So we're going to skip a tine and go up between and down around, back to the center with a dot of glue. We're going to go up one more tine and go up between, down around, and back to the center. And you're going to keep going until you have 6 loops on both sides. And when you have 6 loops on both sides, I'm just going to show you with 4. When you have 6 loops on both sides, you're going to go around to the back, glue it in place, tear off your tail, Pull it off the comb. And you want your loops to be on the inside. This is what your piece looks like. But in order for it to look like that, all I did was pinch it right there between the first two loops. And it makes a V. And your loops are on the inside. Oh, Belinda, you should get back into it. It's so much fun. So, okay, so again, through the magic of television, I have all of these. So, what I want to do first, before I glue those components, is go around and glue all my red and green components here. So, let's do that. Take that and glue it together there. Take this and glue it there. Whoops, come back here. And take the tight coil, find the seam, and camouflage it right at the tip. And it's going to go in between there. Now, come on, stay where I put you. Oops, you fell over too. No falling over, guys. No falling over. Okay, let's. Once you get your components all made, it's just a matter of putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So I think I have shown you so far everything. And like I said, it's just a matter of putting the components together like the pieces of a puzzle. Okay. No, the magic of television did not. Once I got all the components made, I was like, yep, okay, time to go to sleep. I was going to stay home and glue them together, but I decided that I needed groceries more than I needed to glue these together. And I have the other. Ooh, I hear a stormy girl. And through the magic of television, the other components are already made. Come on. I think I need to refill my glue. My glue is giving me fits. But they're not glued together. You're right. The components are made. Magic of television. The magic of staying up all night, not the magic of television. And finding the seam. Putting that together. And that one's going to go there. And then that's going to go there. And that's going to go there. Are you seeing it come together? Can you just see it in your little eyeballs, in your little minds coming together? Okay. So what I want to do, first of all, so I've showed you all how I made all the components. I showed you how to make the disc. I showed you how to make the leaves. We all know how to do the loose coil and the tight coil, so I'm not going to review that because we've done it almost every week. Okay, so this brown piece is going to stay stuck to the pumpkin spice leaf there. And then these green marquises get glued to the green S marquises. So the dark green gets glued to the light green. The little red dome. Hi, Lydia. We're gonna find the seam. Oops. And then we're gonna put the little red dome inside, just like that. And then that's gonna fit into the brown piece that way. And the brown piece is going to stick to the leaf. So let's go through and just put these marquises and the berries together, the little green leaves and berries together. I'm gluing over here off screen. So that goes like that. And I'm going to find the seam on the little berry and camouflage it inside the leafy tips. Okay, let's do that again for this one. Oh, hey now, no flipping out. No flipping out allowed. So, like I said, can you see it all together in your mind? It's kind of all disconnected right now, but you can kind of use your imagination and see it all together. I figured I needed something to do for an hour, so I didn't glue all the components, but I should have glued some of them. But that's all right. Tonight's a special night. This is our mandala night. This is our wind up of the beginning stuff. That one's gonna go in there. That one's gonna go in there. This one. This one. Gonna go there. Nope, it's not. It's gonna go there. And this one is gonna go here. Then we're gonna find the little edge, the seam. Well, maybe not. I camouflaged it quite well. There it is. One's gonna go in there. One's gonna go there. Just a couple more to go. It is Marquise's. Thank you. Marquise's. Okay. So we get that one. And then we get one more. Where's the, oh, there it is. Ooh, I almost lost a piece. No losing pieces. I love Marquise's two pieces. So that's gonna go in there. Alrighty. We are getting there. Woohoo! So now you can see this component is all glued together. These three components now get glued together down there, and it's very precarious, but they're just going to get glued on one tip. This right tip is going to get glued onto this left piece of the leaf. And believe it or not, it will hold, and that's all it will need. So that's going to go there. So now let's put glue on the leaves. Put them in the sheath and glue the sheath to the leaf. I tried to look for autumnal colors. I figured it would be appropriate. That's gonna go right there. This. And do that little squeeze one more time to make it closer in. And we're gonna put the glue. Put that inside the sheath. And we're going to glue the sheath to the leaf. Just like that. Okay. Marcolunio. Antler bows. I guess they do look like moose antlers, don't they? Alrighty, that's gonna get. Make sure I glue the correct one. And there's that. Okay. I'm just gluing off center here, off sides. I'm off sides. Any football fans? I'm off sides. Oops. Hey, behave. Okay. This one. It's gonna go here. And we're almost done, folks. We're almost done our beautiful mandala. We're almost done putting all of our components that we learned over the last 5 weeks together. almost. It's a thing of beauty. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's beauty, 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 miss. What you all thinking? You thinking I did a good job, or should I have used different colors? Do you like the colors that I chose? Nice deep autumnal colors. What other suggestions do you think I could use? What other things could I have done? You know how to make the components. Tell me. Tell me, tell me. I do believe our little flame mandala is complete. There we go. Minestrone. There. This is what we did. These are all the beautiful things that we learned, and we put them together. And I have these extra pieces because I originally made the leaves this color and I really wanted to leave them that color, but I ran out of that color and I made these too big and it was too late to glue them down. I mean, to cut them down because they were already glued together. So that was one mistake I made. Then I made these teardrops here. I made these teardrops. Oh no, I did have purple and blue pulled out, autumnal purple and autumnal blue pulled out, but it just didn't work. It did not go with that at all. I didn't like it at all, at all, at all. So I made this teardrop, but I made it too big. So there's the other mistake I made. And then I made these teardrops. And they were the right size, but they were wide. And I didn't like the way they came out. So I didn't use those. And that's it. I made some extra. Oh, hush your face. I have to take more medicine now. The only thing I didn't know if we should do or not is once I get it put on a background, if I shouldn't add these free-floating little dots. Like that to finish out the circle. There is a fall purple, but that's okay. We're not going to use it. I got an itchy toe. Hang on a second. I gotta scratch my toe. No. Okay, Marty, you win. We'll let Marty have this one. So guys, answer me. What do you think? Once I get this mounted, should I have these free floating little red dots there to fill in that part of the circle, or should I leave it going kind of long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short? I don't know what to do. My Okay, no purple. No purple. No purple in autumn. None. No more. Never again. Oh. Mm. And still no one's going to answer me, so I'm adding the little red dots. After I get it mounted, I'm going to add the little red dots. Yeah. They blew it. There we go. And finish off the circle. I'll add those little red dots. Maybe, maybe not. I might change my mind again by the time I get it mounted. So, I was thinking of two different colors. I was thinking of this straw colored yellow, maybe just a little bit deeper so that all the colors stand out. Or I was thinking of a shade of brown, like a nice golden brown. Um, I got lost in a train of thought there. I think the golden brown, because if I do the yellow, then that little bit of yellow is just going to get lost. And if I do the golden brown, the brown will still stand out. So nobody move. I'll be right back. Hang on. I have to see if I have any or if I have to buy some. Hold on. Okay, I don't have much left in the way of brown, but I have this nice golden brown right here that I'm thinking would be good, but then again, it might be too much the same color as the straw. I'm not sure. So hold on. I have no, that's too pinky. And that's pinkish, pinkish. I could do a cream. And then let's see, what else do I have in here? I really don't have much in the way of. I don't like that. It's too red. Well, yeah, that's kind of reddish. Cream is going to be too light, I think. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me get it under there. And then I have this one sheet. Ouch. Okay, let me get these little guys out of the way before I lose them. I don't want to lose them. And let me see if I can lift this and put it under the wax paper and see if you get a good enough idea. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. The golden brown. I don't have a golden brown. My golden brown is gone. So I have this. Now, let's see if I can use my pokey tool and release all the stuck spots without. Nope, I missed. I screwed one up. Hold on. It's all right. I can put it back together once I get it on there. Okay, those two came off because they're attached to the metallic paper. It needs a lot of glue. Okay, so here, hold on a second. All right, let's get this piece out of the way. Let's pick this piece up. There's that brown, which I think looks lovely. Okay, so there's that brown. I think it's a little too much on the cooler shade of brown for the autumnal color that the mandala is. So I'm not, it's a lovely shade of brown, but I don't think it looks lovely with this mandala. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put in this color And so far, I really, really like this color. Everything shows up nice and bright. The brown shows, the straw shows. This is I thought this golden color was a little bit deeper than this. And dark blue. I like this one. You like this one too, Marty? I do too. Hello, Miss Allie K again. Then the other color is this one, but I think this one's going to be too pale. It actually has a little bit more creamy color to it than it shows on the computer. It's actually a nice creamy color. And it's like parchment paper, mottled, M-O-T-T-L-E. This looks great. Everybody seems to think okay, this looks great. So I guess what I'll do is I will mount it on this one. And when I get it 100% glued back together, okay, hold on a second. You know what? I'm not even going to try the cream one. It's too whitish. Yeah, okay. Let me glue this back together. Hold on a second. Let me glue this back together because it did not stay. Oh, man. Mm. There's nothing blue in here. It's all greens, golden harvesty colors, pumpkin-y colors. Well, it's a pumpkin spice, actually. It's called spiced pumpkin. So let's get this into place there. And let's get this one. I'm going to lose the disc on that one too. Get that. Okay. Now, you're seeing it. Let me back it up just a little bit. You're seeing it with the long spoke and the short spoke and the long spoke and the short spoke and the long spoke and so on and so on and so on. Do you like that? Or do you like it better with these little berries finishing out the circle? Or do you think the circle is finished already and this is too much? Do you think these extra little berries are too much? Now that I've got them on there, they look a little out of place. I don't know that I like that idea. They look a little out of place. You like the little berries, Marty? Okay. How about if I attach them thus? with the additional berries, with the additional berries. Allie K's not sure. I like the berries. Two other people like the berries. One not sure. Keep the votes coming in. Miss Allie K likes the berries. Berries, but want to see blue. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. I just attached this on here. Blue. Oh my land of Goshen. Blue. All right, hang on. Oh, wait. I do have a golden brown. Ah! I think it would be too dark for the brown that's already there. Now that we've got this one in place, I like it. All right, hang on. Let me go see what I have for blue. I shall return momentarily. Okay. Let's see. This is too small. Yeah, that's too small, but that. Um, I have this shade of blue, navy blue. I have it's the same shade. I have this mottled blue. No. Um, this darker mottled blue. No. Um, the only blue that I think would look good is this deep dark marine blue, which is kind of a bluish green. So let's see. Let me pick up the berries first. Okay. This is what it looks like on blue. I lose the green. I lose the dark green. I don't know, guys. I really kind of like this caramelly golden brown that we had the first time. I really kind of like that. I like this. I kind of like this color. You guys, this is a special prize. This is going to be a special prize. I want it to be right. I have 302 subscribers. I was going to have a special party day again when I had 300 subscribers, and now I have 302. So next month, this is going to be the grand prize. It's beautiful. Don't you want it? Don't you want it to be perfect? Black? No. What do you mean be safe? I'm not trying to be safe. Thank you, Pam. Hello, hello. Did I miss you coming in earlier? Or are you just coming in now? And we'll put the little berries back in place. Oops, here. You just got here? Okay. Miss Allie K has been lurking as well. She hasn't said too awful much. Stacy! Oh man! All right, wait a minute. Ow, I just hurt my toe again. Okay, gotta get black. All right. I don't know, guys. I think it's too dark for all the dark colors that are in there. I don't like it. Oh, and I got wows and ohs. Ugh, really? I don't like it. Yeah, it makes the lights and reds pop, but the brown and the green kind of get lost. It doesn't make all the colors pop. This color back here, this one back here makes all the colors pop. You can see them all. Oh, really? Well, that gives it a Scandinavian look. Brenda, Belinda, Marty, Stacy. Well, like I said, it's not for me. If it was for me, I'd want it to be on this lighter paper. But it's a prize, and you all seem to think it looks better on the black. So, because of that, and it's going to be a prize for you all guys, for somebody, some lucky winner next month. I will put it half on each color side by side. What I do for my subscribers. Okay. I'm I'm still liking I like the lighter, but like I said, this is a prize for you guys, and if you guys like the darker, then that's the light side. That's the dark side. Okay, so we got 2 for the black, 1 for the light. Pam, what do you think? Another one for the black. We still like the black. Marty likes the black. Colors are richer on the black. Okay. Brenda says it will be beautiful on either. Well, like I said, I'm going to go with the black because I'm going to go with the black because, like I said, it's a prize for you guys next month when I have a little soiree, and it's going to be a giveaway. It's going to be a beautiful giveaway. I'm going to have it mounted and framed. It'll be beautiful. So now the next question I have is, do you want a black frame? Do you want a silver frame? Or do you want a gold frame? Oh, Miss Allie says a gold frame, or asks a gold frame. I was thinking a burgundy frame too would be really, really pretty. Oh no, they're not glued. I haven't glued them yet. They're still there. Very loosely there. I haven't mounted it yet because we're still. Can we vote for purple with pink polka dot frame? No. You can. Well, you can, but the answer is going to be I veto that. I don't have the frames here. They're at Hobby Lobby. Silver's out. It's either going to be black, gold, or burgundy. I don't have any gold paper. Burgundy would be better anyway. Okay. The other thing I want to ask you all is this. Whoa, I'm really putting it out there now. It's on a black background. How about a burgundy matte? A burgundy matte and a black frame, or burgundy matte and a gold frame. Or would that be too much? That would be too much colors altogether. Yes, Miss Allie K, this is the color I think would look better. But everybody's voting for the black so far. Yeah, no, silver is not it. It's either going to be gold, black, or burgundy. But I haven't got the matte on there yet either. This is just the background. Does it need a matte? Should we have a mat? Does it need to be matted? With a black frame? So you like the way this light brown looks around. So let's obviously, let's say this was smaller and it was just the square around. So you'd have the black background outlined with this, matted with this. Okay, so black background. This is the mat. If that were the case, then I'd have to say a black frame. The gold would be too shiny against all the matte colored finishes. I would say a black frame. Yeah, okay. So oh my goodness, it's almost 11 o'clock, folks. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna get booted. Actually, I think my time will renew before next Tuesday anyway, so. So I need to glue this. Okay, here, hold on a second, folks. Let me see. A ruler here. On this side is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 sixteenths. And on this side is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 sixteenths. Wow, I have it centered perfectly on side to side. Top to bottom, not so much. But I gotta cut some of this off. Wow. Okay, so let's just bring it down here. Okay. Let's bring it down here. Okay. Let's see if I did that. Let's see if I moved it. 1 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 sixteenths. 1 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 sixteenths. Look at how good I am. All right. And then here is 1 and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't want to move it again. It's still a lot. Okay, so it's going to be square. And then this as the mat. Light brown as the matte. We'll bring it in some so there won't be quite as much black. The matte will show, and then there'll be a black frame. Okay. Black matte. No, yes. Black background, light brown matte, and a black frame. Yep, that's exactly what it's going to be. What Brenda said. And it will be square. Let's keep it in the middle. It will be square. It will be framed behind glass. Done deal. All righty. Woohoo! Yes, sir. Wah, wah, wah. Woo, 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 woo. You let her revolt. Well, like I said, it's going to be a prize for you guys, and you guys are all saying the dark. I like the fact that it's going to have the brown, the light brown matte. Get a piece of glue out of there. And a black green. So, all right, ta-da, we have it finished. We have a finished product. Thank you, Belinda. Yay for the dark side. I am a professional quiller, but I'm not a professional framer, so this will be, I have to go to 10 more. The two other, I'm going to be doing 3 giveaways, and the two others are going to be, the 2 other giveaways are going to be ornaments, a small one and a medium-sized one, and then the grand prize will be this, framed and yes, there, ta-da, it's done. I got to go, folks. Oh, I have lotion under my ring. Yuck. So thank you everybody for your opinions and your help, and thank you everybody for the last 6 weeks of, for including this week, 6 weeks. Thank you, Belinda. Thanks, Marty. Good night, Allie. And thanks to the replayers who are going to watch this in the future. Night, night, Stacy. I just want to say thank you to everybody for this great tutorial series. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, and I think I might just do some playing around for a couple of weeks on different do tiny little craft projects. We'll see what happens. And thanks again. I'll see you all next week. Bye for now, meow. Whoops, where's my end button? There it is right there.